Stop! Before you spend another Canadian nickel, you need to hear this warning. Because one small 2004 Canada Beaver coin could be hiding unbelievable value. Most people never check their coins. They spend them, lose them, throw them into jars, use them in vending machines. But collectors pay attention. And right now, many collectors are searching for rare Canadian Beaver nickels, especially the 2004 version. Why? Because strange discoveries started appearing online. Rare mint marks, unusual errors, strong strike examples, and coins selling for shocking prices. Some people now call certain versions of this coin untouchable. Others say, never spend this coin without checking first. And honestly, they may be right. Because one tiny detail could completely change the value. The coin looks ordinary at first glance. A beaver sitting on a log. Simple design. Small denomination. Nothing special. At least, that's what most people think. But experienced collectors know something important. Modern coins can become valuable very quickly when rare conditions appear. And this coin? It has all the ingredients collectors love. Condition, rarity, errors, collector demand. That combination is dangerous. Now imagine this. Someone finds an old nickel in a kitchen drawer. They almost spend it. But before spending it, they check online. Suddenly, they discover collectors are paying hundreds of dollars for similar examples. Sounds impossible? It happens more often than people realize. And the scary part? Most valuable coins are lost forever because people never check them. Thousands of rare coins are spent every single day. Without inspection. Without research. Without understanding their real value. That's why this warning matters. Never assume a coin is worthless just because it looks common. Especially modern collector coins. Because modern error coins are exploding in popularity right now. Collectors search for double die errors, die cracks, off-center strikes, miss. The year was 2004. Canada continued producing one of its most iconic coins, the famous Beaver Nickel. For decades, the beaver symbol represented Canadian identity. Strong, hardworking, historic. Millions of these coins entered circulation. People used them every day. Coffee shops, gas stations, parking meters, pocket change. Nobody imagined these coins would later attract serious collector attention. But over time, something changed. Collectors started noticing unusual differences between certain coins. Some had stronger strikes. Some showed odd surfaces. Others displayed rare minting mistakes. And slowly, online discussions exploded. People started calling some examples rare, hidden, forgotten, and even banned. Now let's be clear. The 2004 Beaver coin was not officially banned by the Canadian government. But internet culture changed the story. Whenever a coin becomes difficult to find, people begin creating mystery around it. And mystery attracts attention. That attention creates collector hype. Soon, videos appeared online claiming, "Don't spend this coin. This coin disappeared. Collectors are hunting this coin." And honestly, there's a reason people became excited. Because modern coin collecting changed completely after the internet. Years ago, only experts collected coins. Today, anyone with a smartphone can discover a rare coin. Photos spread online instantly. Auction prices become public. Collectors compete globally. And suddenly, ordinary coins become internet legends. The Beaver Nickel became part of that trend, especially rare high-grade examples. Now here's something fascinating. Many coins disappear naturally over time, not because they are banned, but because collectors remove them from circulation. They save them, store them, grade them, sell them, protect them. That slowly reduces supply, and reduced supply creates scarcity. The more collectors save these coins, the harder they become to find in everyday circulation. This is how common coins slowly transform into collectible pieces. Now let's discuss the design itself. The beaver design is one of Canada's most recognizable coin images. Detailed fur, wood texture, water lines, clean lettering. Collectors admire these artistic details, especially on sharply struck examples. But not every coin looks identical. Some coins show weak strikes. Others show stronger detail. That difference matters, because collectors pay more for visually impressive examples. And then, we enter the world of errors. That's where history becomes valuable. A simple minting mistake can create a completely unique coin. And unique coins attract serious collector attention. That's why people continue searching old jars and forgotten collections. Because history sometimes hides inside pocket change. And the Beaver Nickel? It became one of the most talked about modern Canadian coins online. Not because it's ancient, but because rarity and internet hype created demand. And demand changes everything. Now let's talk about the real reason collectors are obsessed with the 2004 Canadian Beaver Nickel. Value. Because this is where things become serious. At first glance, it's just a small 5-cent coin. Nothing unusual. Nothing flashy. Nothing expensive. Or at least, that's what most people think. But collectors understand something powerful. Value is not created by size. Value is created by rarity. And certain beaver nickels became extremely desirable because of condition, errors, and scarcity. Now let's start with condition. A damaged worn coin may only be worth face value. But a high-grade example? That changes everything. Collectors use grading systems like MS60, MS63, MS65, MS67. The higher the grade, the higher the price. Coins with sharp details, minimal scratches, strong shine, and original surfaces become much more desirable. Now here's something shocking. Some collectors pay huge money for coins most people ignore completely. Because collectors notice tiny details ordinary people never see. Like double letters, strange textures, misaligned designs, or tiny die cracks. These small mint mistakes can create massive value differences. A double die error can make letters appear doubled. An off-center strike can shift the design. A die crack creates raised, unusual lines. And collectors love unusual coins. Why? Because no two error coins are exactly identical. That uniqueness creates competition. And competition creates high prices. Now let's discuss online auctions. The internet changed coin collecting forever. Today, Someone can discover a rare coin at home, post photos online, and suddenly collectors from around the world start bidding. That's why modern coins sometimes sell for shocking amounts. Not because they are ancient, but because they are rare. And rarity creates excitement. Now imagine this. You find a 2004 Beaver Nickel with unusual details. You compare it online. Suddenly, you realize collectors are searching for similar examples. That small coin in your hand might become far more valuable than you expected. Sounds crazy? Maybe. But stories like this happen constantly in modern coin collecting. That's why smart collectors inspect every coin carefully. They check dates, mint quality, surface details, lettering, and possible errors. Because treasure rarely announces itself loudly. Sometimes, it hides quietly inside ordinary pocket change. And the 2004 Canadian Beaver Nickel? It continues attracting attention from collectors worldwide, especially rare, clean examples. So before you spend another nickel, look closely. Because one small detail could completely change everything.